graduate.
Hey, I heard you were having some troubles about what you were gonna do. Have you ever thought about getting a mentor?
Mentor. I can do this on my own, man.
Well, I thought that same thing when I came into college, and then I went to my professor after class and asked him how he got his job, and he gave me some great tips, like study habits and other habits to do during college that make you happier or make you more employable. And it really helped shape my college outlook and how everything turned out. And now I have a job because of my mentor.
So I should see a mentor. I thought that was for lames.
No, not really. Like they're.
Nerds.
My mentor is just right out of college. He's young 30s. Helped me. Like he was in the same spot as me. Didn't really know what to do, and decided that he really liked teaching, and decided to go after it and further study. And that's what he did. And then he helped me figure out what I want to do. And now I have a really enjoyable job lined up for next year.
So if I see a mentor that can help me with a job,
Absolutely.
well, anything's better than a state ball.
Hi, Mr. Jane. How are you?
I am alright.
Okay, Mr. Jane, what I can help you today?
Well, I talked to a friend, Greg, and he told me to visit a mentor because, I'm just stressed about school and basketball and then thinking about my future and, I just don't know what to do.
Okay, so before I give to you some advice, would you tell me more about yourself? What do you
Well,
like to do?
yes, I like to chill
Mhm,
and play 2K. My player mode.
mhm.
Alright. And then obviously I like basketball, I play basketball. And, I like school to a certain extent, but then again, I can hate it so much that I just want to just burn my books.
Okay. So I know that it's stressful since you are in the last semester and you are about to graduate and you need to find some job. I know it's kind of annoying. So I don't know too much about the basketball, but what I can say to you, so to be successful in this life, you have to do what you love, what motivates you a lot, what you like it to do. So what I can do for you is like find someone on the sport department that can help you like find some internship for you like incorporate like your 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 major or the things that you like to do that is basketball. So with that you will be happy with what you're doing. So now do you have any more questions for me instead of this one?
No, I just really appreciate you though, and I will be seeing you again.
Okay, thank you, Mr. James. I'm gonna see you next time.
Hi, I'm Gregory Diskin.
And I'm Bridget Branham.
That sure was an interesting report.
It sure was.
Do you have an update on how James is doing?
Actually I do. It turns out that James is now the commissioner of the entire WNBA.
Wow, that sure is a successful feat.
You bet your bottom dollar it is.
So, for the people that don't know, can you explain what a mentor is?
In fact, I can. This definition of mentorship is provided to you especially by Essentials of Organizational Behavior by Terry A. Scandura.
Yours for only $1,000 this semester.
Those college textbooks, huh? So, mentoring is an intense developmental relationship whereby advice, counseling, and developmental opportunities are provided to a protege by a mentor, which in turn shapes the protege's career experiences. Whoa.
Those are some big words. Can you explain it for people who don't know business lingo?
I certainly can. Well, mentorship is basically a mutually beneficial relationship where someone's sitting there trying to figure out what they want to do or where their life is going, and they realize, hey, I don't have all the answers. I could use some help. So they go to another person and say, hey, I don't have all the answers. Could you guide me in the right direction?
That sounds like a great thing. Why don't more people have that?
Well, Greg, fear. A lot of people are scared. They don't want to go to another person and say, hey, I need your help, or I don't have all the answers, and they don't want to look stupid, but that's not the case. Most of the time, mentors or people who are asked to be mentors are so flattered because when you ask them to be your mentor, you're pretty much saying, hey, I admire you, I think you're successful, and I want to be where you are, or I want you to help me get to where I need to be.
That sounds great. So it sounds like all bosses need to be mentors. Is that true?
Well, not necessarily. As a boss, it definitely helps to be a mentor, but you don't have to be. It's not for everyone, I guess. But as a boss, it is important, like for the sake of your company or organization, that you encourage mentor relationships among employees or between higher-ups and subordinates. It serves to benefit the entire company because everyone's helping one another to get to a better place.
Sounds great. So once you have your mentor, you need to know how to be a good mentee. So there are a couple things you need to do. You need to show that you are trustworthy and dependable. When they ask you to fill out a report, you fill out that report and put it on their desk as soon as possible. If they ask you to go to a meeting and listen in for them, you go, you take notes, and report back to them and answer any questions that they have. Just make sure that you prove that you are worth their time to help you out. So if you do all of these, your mentor will eventually be very happy, and if they get promoted, they might bring you along too. So how do you be a good mentor?
Well, again, just kind of a side note to the mentees, the mentor's taking the time out of their day to help you and get you to a better place, so don't waste their time. But yeah, back to mentors, you're not always going to have the answers, and it's not your job to give them set in stone answers. You're helping this mentee get to a better place. So what you can do is put yourself in their shoes. What would you do? Think of many alternatives. You're not answering this question for yourself, you're answering it for another person. So it really causes the mentor or mentee to think outside of the box. And I mean, as long as you're using your knowledge to the best of your ability and your experiences to help them figure out how to get to a better place, then, I mean, you're doing a pretty good job.
I sure wish I would have used that more in college. I definitely would have had a better experience coming out of it.
I agree.
So, in conclusion, can you just give us a basic wrap-up of everything that mentorship?
I can. So, just kind of a little side note, not all mentors are good mentors, but that doesn't mean you don't serve to learn something from them. However, we're going to focus on, those successful mentor-mentee relationships. Basically, studies show that it improves job satisfaction, your motivation, and in turn, your job performance goes up. So, get a mentor, be a mentor. You can do both, do both. It's a great experience, and everyone serves to benefit from it.
That sure was a great informational report. I really did enjoy studying it. Didn't you?
I did too.
Alright, now to weather.
What do I do with my life?
Go see a mentor now.